Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I am your average guy, John Corelli. I am going to take off my glasses and show you how ugly I am. Uh, Today is tax day, April 15th. Hopefully I'll get this out under the wire. It's getting late here in Colorado. It's snowing like crazy, which a lot of people don't understand that why it's snowing hard in April, but April's actually one of the biggest snow months here in Denver. For those of you that aren't good at geography, Denver is just within reach of the mountains, and that's why a lot of people love living here. You get to hike, you get to ski, you get to do all kinds of cool stuff. And the downside of that is the mountains are anywhere from well, we're already at a mile high. That's why we're called the Mile High City. And though we have mountains that hit almost 3 miles high. We have I think 55 to or 14,000 foot peaks here. I've climbed a few of them. But so therefore you will often get this. This is the Rocky Mountains are where all the water goes. This is where we get all our water from this continent. Our fresh water basically are from the Rocky Mountains all the way from Canada down to almost Mexico, and so we get a lot of snow sometimes, and it's kind of cool. It's pretty out there. I can't really show it to you because it's nighttime, but uh, that's kind of cool. I love living here. What else what I want to talk about is tax day. Today usually would be tax day. It's not officially because of COVID and the mess that the economy has become and the stimulus checks. Actual tax day, I believe, is May 17th this year. I've already done my taxes. I'm a little disappointed though. I have not gotten my second nor third wave of stimulus checks. So I'm working on that, and boy, is that a pain in the ass. So you're going to hear me bitch about that for a little bit. It's 4 grand, and I just can't sneeze away 4 grand. You know, I'm supposed to get 600 for myself and 600 for my youngest son on the second wave in January. Didn't receive those, and then I'm supposed to get 1,400 and another 1,400 for my oldest son. Um, should have come by now, and it hasn't. They may come late. If I remember right, in the first wave last year, I was on the late end for some reason, but the problem is the website. You go to the website, Get My Payment website. I'm sure many of you have done it, and it doesn't tell you anything. At least mine. I put in all my correct information. I've even put in my old address just in case that didn't come, or that didn't, if they have the old address on file for the IRS. But I filed with the address I've been here for 6 months now. I've been here since October. So I'm pretty frustrated, but I also know that I'm in a lot better lot than probably still 90% of the people on the planet. I've got a roof over my head. I got food in my belly. I got parents that are willing to support me if things go south. They haven't. And life is pretty good still. I can't complain, but I probably will in this video. Oh, man. Just as those of you that have followed me and watched nearly any of these videos probably know how liberal leftist I am, and that I really do believe tax and spend is the way to go. Um, it's the only way to really get things done because you need that money up front. I don't have a problem with payroll tax, income tax, as long as people can live. Usually people like to complain like that it's the taxes that aren't allowing people to live to their lives to their fullest. No, that's not true. It's the greed at the top. I mean, we're seeing it right now. This is what I wanted to thread into because I saw that things are going kind of south with Russia, and we are starting to put some embargoes on, some sanctions on them, and this is a little scary. Maybe that's why I wanted to do night vibes, but I just told my son, I said, you know what, this may be a second Cold War, and that's frightening. Looks like China's running out of money for some reason. I don't know if they've put it all in their military. I don't know. It's like a crack dealer running out of money. It's like, how, dude? We are your crack whore. The United States is your crack whore. You don't pay us, China and the companies that are living off the fat that is the American consumer. Those people are poor. I don't know if you've ever heard this. This is true. They actually have like nets on the sides of some of the buildings where like cell phones and stuff are made because it's an absolute horror show in there, and people will try to make it to the roof and jump off. And so many people were doing that because just killing yourself is better than being in there. They put nets so they can kill themselves in China, and it's crazy. I mean, and this is where I go. This is where we need to use some common sense economics. That people don't need everything. You just don't. We just got to be smarter. I know this is a mantra I keep hitting on and hitting on, but I'm frustrated that people aren't seeing what needs to be seen. that this planet can only sustain us at a certain level, and we need to just scale back. And there's still plenty we can do. We can have a lot of fun. We've got a great infrastructure. Most of the countries on this planet have a pretty good infrastructure, and all we have to do is not be stupid. I'm frustrated that a company like Nestle can go into other continents, dry continents like Africa and places in Asia, hit up their aquifers, bottle the water, and sell it elsewhere. That's just wrong. The people there need the water. They need them for to drink. They need it for their crops. They need it to survive. And so when I see companies like that, and us just putting the rubber stamp on it, like, oh yeah, it's okay as long as people are making money, it's disgusting, frankly. And also, imagine all the plastic water bottles that just you have thrown away. I'm a big recycler, and I know I've probably thrown away hundreds of plastic water bottles. I'm better at it now than I used to be. I've never been a big like water drinker. George Carlin used to do an old bit on it, and even Seinfeld talks about it today. It's like, why are we all carrying water bottles? We really don't need to. Yes, we need to be hydrated, but that wasn't a thing when I was a kid in the 70s. You ran outside all day and you got thirsty, you went home, got a glass of water. Why is it any different now? Why is everyone carrying a water bottle with them? I'm not. I look like a freak at work. It's like, where's your water bottle? I would quote the great Jerry Seinfeld. There's something in my body that tells me when I need water. It's called thirst. So yeah, so when I'm thirsty, I go get water because I'm lucky enough to live in an industrialized country where I have water at my fingertips probably 99% of the time. Anyway, I kind of went off road on the whole thing. I've only read a bit about the Russian thing, but Biden has imposed sanctions. I didn't look into detail of the sanctions, but he took 10 or 13, took a decent amount of Russian diplomats and told them to go home. So I don't know. I don't know if that was the place where Biden should have started. He's only, 3 months into his presidency, and I like that he's showing that we're not going to be pushed around by the Russians. But man, this just brings me back like 35 years. Almost exactly 35 years ago, I believe it was in 1986, Reagan called the Soviet Union the evil empire. Be that as it may, maybe it is, maybe we are, who knows? I mean, I think both of us are both of these superpowers is trying to get the same thing. But man, what an irresponsible way to put something out there. And it's like when Bush said axis of evil, called what was it, Iraq, Iran, and North Korea back in, I think it was 2003. He called them the axis of evil. It's like there are millions of people in each of these countries, and you're just stamping them, just labeling them all evil. It's like, how irresponsible. Come on, guys, let's learn how to do public policy, huh? Or international politics. I apologize. This is a rambler. My back's still hurting. I know I probably mentioned that in the last couple of videos. It's not as bad as it was. But that may be part of the reason I'm not on cyclobenzaprine like I was yesterday, because I was just like high and my back still hurt. What was the point? So taxes, the IRS, despite being a necessary evil in my opinion, still sucks. Oh, that was what I wanted to get to too. So I was having problems with getting my stimulus checks. I called. They give you one number, 1-800 number to call, and to their credit, it went right to a person pretty quickly. It was an Indian woman. I swear to God, I can't even make that up. I just think that's hilarious. We have people that are unemployed in this country, and I'm talking to a woman that is more difficult to communicate with. Her English is great, to be fair, but there's still a heavy accent. It's not her first language, and so it's just kind of funny. And the very first thing she said, which was smart, I'm sure they have a piece of paper in front of them reading it. She's like, I cannot take your social security number. You shouldn't even bother telling me your name, and because I can do nothing for you in a detailed fashion. I can only give you generalities. And I'm just like, okay, great. And actually, she did help. She gave me a form that I can fill out and get a recovery rebate check possibly. So that's cool. But like I said, even if it doesn't happen, even if I'm $4,000 short, which I'd love to have $4,000, I might be able to take the summer off from teaching. That still, even if I don't get that, so I have to work in the summer. Not ideal, but like I said, I am very aware that I'm a very lucky person. So thanks for looking at my ugly face in the weird light. And I hope you guys have a great night, great day, whatever you're having. And we'll talk to you next time. That's episode 105, Average Opinions, Average Guy Opinions, John Corelli. That's me.